All right, we're back to the adventure here. Let's see here. We got Terex, Gorn, and Zix for today's game, which is my minimum. I like to have 3 players, as I've mentioned before, and we can jump right back into this. But let me just say, something I wanted to mention a couple days ago, because I'm taking vacation time from work, or as they would say, maybe over in Europe, holidays. I'd be taking like short holidays and extending my weekends. I've been doing a lot of hiking, right? So I've been using an app called All Trails, and I've been going to the areas. And I went to this one place near where I live that I didn't realize had hiking trails and whatnot. But I ended up hiking the perimeter of the whole park, and turned out to be 9 miles long. I did it in 2 hours and 20 minutes, which was almost a 15-minute mile. So I was doing like 4 miles an hour. And I'd say by about 2 hours, the fatigue and exhaustion had exceptionally set into place. It was insane. I just recovered today after like 2 days of like downtime of finally feeling myself and like normal. But good Lord, my thoughts weren't really like, oh, this is really exhausting and whatnot. It was more of like the travel time markers in the player's handbook for 5th edition, and it's like, oh, in a normal day adventurers can travel 3 miles an hour or 4 miles if they push it. Yo, let me just say, I wasn't running with any gear. Like, I wasn't hiking this speed of almost 4 miles an hour, and was completely blown out in like two hours of just straight hiking up and down and whatnot. I'm like, how do these adventurers do this with anywhere between 20 to 80 pounds or more of gear on their back, and consistently are supposed to be hiking 4 miles an hour from one spot to the next? And anyone have thoughts on that? Because go ahead.
a typical adventurer with the spectrum strength can just straight up kill a guy with one punch.
This is true.
So,
Yeah. D&D is definitely not legitimately like factual when it comes to certain things, but that was just like the thing that's been running through my mind the last couple of times I've been doing this. I go,
also as a European, these numbers tell me nothing, man.
I was going to say that with habituation and acclimatizing other ways, that you could easily get used to it. I mean, not easily, but you could eventually get used to it to where it's not so cumbersome.
yeah. Oh, sure. I'm sure if I did it more often, it would be a lot easier and whatnot. But I want to say the weirdest thing is the bit of damage that I suffered from it. Now, I don't know what toe it's called, but if you were to look at your hands and you take the pointer fingers, right, the ones next to your thumb, and if you were to replace those with your toes, both of those toes, I somehow bruised the skin underneath the toenail, and now the bedding, like the toenail bedding, is like a deep dark red, like I had bruised it somehow. Both feet.
We should get a mark for when this game starts and the completing about our lives end at this point, because I don't know if people are gonna want to listen to this.
Yeah, right? Well, I'm not showing any pictures of my feet. That's for my OnlyFans webpage. So.
God damn it.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, you can't just give that stuff out for free, man.
Yeah, no. Come on. You got to pay for that.
Man.
But we're family.
Some things. But anyways, so that's been like my last couple weekends, is just overdoing it by accident. And about you guys? You guys been doing anything fun or interesting outside of tabletop role-playing games?
Helping my family with some things. I helped renovate a kitchen, helped move 3 tons of coal, and helped paint some balconies that we have.
Well,
Other than that, nope.
nothing wrong with that. That sounds good.
Just working weekend.
Yeah.
Weekend that was a week long
I can bet.
because of Polish holidays.
Oh no. What about you guys, Eric and Mike? You guys been anything special going on?
Work and recovering from work.
True. Totally understandable there. All right.
Visited a town in Arkansas not too long ago. It was pretty fun. Last week actually.
Nice. What'd you do there?
It was my partner's birthday, so we just went out for dinner, stayed the night a couple nights, and then headed back home.
Oh.
It was a lot of driving.
Cool. All right. Nice. Well, considering getting back into things, let's get back into this game here. And does anyone want to let Terex know what had happened between the helping out the survivor and from the trap here, and where you guys are standing now in the game?
4 hours have passed. And we have a cure for the virus, and also triggered a trap. That from... No, I also got hurt. That hurt, I think, only me and Hulgig. But then we healed.
Yeah. So, you guys, the group last time had dragged out the survivor and sent him back to Hulgig after, letting him know the way was clear. Although, on the way back out of the exit, there was the rat swarm that had finally attacked the group. And then dealing with that was a bit of downtime to recover and get the cure, like Zix had said. You guys went to the adjacent room over here, and then that was a fun bit that Zix had gotten into and triggered a log swing with spikes and skull blooms on them, and they got freed off and started attacking, but that was made quick work, and then you guys started to head down. So Terex, if you want to...
Gnomes.
Yeah. Gnomes and their silly traps and engineering. Yeah, Terex, if you want to join up with the group, they are making their way down south here.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, so as you guys begin to make your way south here, and you're bumping into each other as the tunnel starts to thin out and get very tight, with Gorn seemingly leading the way, Haggett and Zorak kind of get into a squabbling match with each other about who should go first or who should go last, and they just completely ignore the fact that the group is moving on and are not available for today's game.
Yeah, that is the part where we start recording.
Okay, so you guys start to head south through the tunnels here. You can go ahead and move as far down as you'd like.
Oh. I think my character would remember the fact that Terex is still infected.
Oh, yes.
He would ask Terex, hey, should we stop for like 10 minutes? Also, pulp or no pulp?
What was the question?
Should we stop for 10 minutes for me to do something? Also to Terex, pulp or no pulp?
Yeah, so you guys want to stop a little bit, get Terex healed up? Seemingly, you guys are in a safe spot that you could potentially take some time to make sure he gets recovered and healed up.
Yeah,
I mean, I
I'll
wouldn't be
keep an
opposed
eye
to
on things, Paul.
Okay, so Gorn's going to keep an eye. What did you say, Terex? Do you have push to talk or something on? Because I can't hear you. Mike.
Oh, sorry. What was that?
What were you saying before? Because I think you and Eric overlapped.
I was saying that I was totally game for stopping.
Okay. So, you guys going to stop for take a short rest then for a quick.
Oh shit! I think we forgot to include in my inventory the ingredients for the potion.
The ingredients are you need.
I think there are 6, though I don't remember.
Well, it was 2 samples of the regular skull blooms and 1 sample of the bigger skull blooms that you found. What were they called? The bloat blossoms. Those are the bigger ones. Now, because you know, Zix, that you have the recipe, one of those items can be used to can be replaced with your shard of creation for being a mechanist. So
Okay, I'm gonna use the shard of creation to replace the giant one and just have 2 of the smaller. Just is an action to change. And I think since from what I see, well, as a player, I think that I'm gonna take the point. So I use the shard of creation and the 2 Kobold spores to create an antidote and hand it to Terix.
all right, cool. So the shard of creation stuff takes about an hour, right?
Well, to remake, but for right now, I want to be using it. Because I want to be the frontliner for now.
Okay. All right. So with that, then, Terex, you see Zix like break out his backpack and starts tinkering with some stuff, and you see some of the samples of the skull blooms getting pushed into maybe like a mortar and pestle or some form, and starts to mix up this concoction and pours it into a cup for you to drink. And he goes, "Here." And
Wait, because he didn't answer. Pop or no pop?
Oh, pulp, like pulp, orange juice pulp. Gotcha.
Yeah.
No pulp.
Okay, then there is no pop.
It's just Zix reaches in and just starts skimming off all the quote unquote pulp. But the funny part is that
But that's where all the good stuff is.
right. The mixture does probably glow and glitter a little bit as he creates this shard out of almost seemingly nothing, and then crushes it down into this mixture.
Well, the shard was my crossbow.
Yeah, there you go. So he crushes the crossbow, and just the thought of this is hilarious. Crushes the crossbow up, and the crossbow itself is already kind of magical looking in nature. And he mixes up this concoction, skims off the pulp, and then offers this to you as it's slightly glowing and glittering to drink up.
Roast. And I'll take a drink.
Okay. And sure enough, as you drink this concoction, you start to feel a lightness in your body as the poisons and toxins are almost immediately removed from your body. Maybe you'll have a little bit of indigestion from this, or however it's expelled. But thankfully, from Zix's hard work here and research, he has found a cure for this fungal disease that has been plaguing the area. And during this downtime, since Zix has to remake his crossbow,
No, I don't have to.
Oh, you don't have to? I was gonna say, because
Yeah. Because I would have to remake the shard itself, but I don't have to remake it right now.
Okay.
I can just make it later.
Okay. Terex, you are under half health. How did you want to heal up? Did you want to use hit dice, or do you have any potions or spells?
Let me check on spells real quick.
If we're gonna take a short rest anyway, I can remake it, but
Yeah, that might be the better option, because at the moment, the only spells I see Terex having are Featherfall and Goodberry.
You know what good berry it is. Time for that healing, Boba.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you get to make up to 10 berries that appear in your hand and are infused with magic for the duration, recovering 1 hit point, and you no longer need to eat for the rest of the day, for the next 24 hours.
Well, I'll give one to Gorn and Zix to hold on to, and then I'll eat the other 8 myself.
Okay.
And Gorn and Zix can eat it on their own whenever they want to not eat their food.
Mhm.
So they don't have to use it right now if they don't want to.
All right, so
Yeah, I'll hold on to mine for now.
Terex, go ahead and mark your 1 spell used. And you should, if you click on the spell, there might be some spell effects. I don't remember if I added them or not. All right, in any event, you'll go ahead and add in the 8 hit points when you're ready, and we'll move on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember how to modify my hit points.
Right. You have to go into the upper left corner of your character sheet and click on the little cog that says edit. There you go.
No, I did it by the character token. Yeah, I got to right click the token and then change the hit point value.
There you go. Okay, cool.
There was an alternate way. I was trying to remember what it was, so sorry.
No worries, no worries. All right, so you guys are going to continue moving into this lower section here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rapier in hand.
So the area down below here, even though it's marked with these little sparkles, doesn't necessarily mean that there's some kind of weird wisps or something going on here. This is just a marker to say, like, oh, the map continues on here. Now, as you're coming down south through these tunnels...
Just some glowing moss.
Yeah, maybe that, yeah, there could be that too. Off to your right, you see another tunnel here. And this tunnel is completely closed off. It has been collapsed, and a bunch of stones block the entire walkway to whatever lies beyond. There's no way to get through here. The stones are massive, and you would be unable to move these with the whole group. They're just so huge and weigh so much that this path is completely blocked off. So unfortunately, the only way to go is further south. And with that, we will transition to the next map here. So make sure.
I had a question, but okay.
Yeah, what's the question?
Does the cave-in appear natural or man-made to look that it's caved in?
Well, actually, the cave-in itself does look man-made. With your passives and your tools, easily you can tell that this was not a natural cave-in. Someone triggered this to happen.
Yeah, I tell the rest of the party that information.
You know those damn gnomes? They keep messing with things.
Oh, this looks funky.
Yeah. All right, so as you get into here, you hear echoing moans. There's a sickly blue light emanating through the area, and you see unsettling shadows. Now, as you walk through and get to this entrance here, to this lower section, you see pale, sickly blue light suffusing a tiered chamber. Crumbling buildings with conical roofs dot the cavern. Stale rot and flitting shadows course through the dark. So there is illumination in here. It's very dim. So, each section that's giving off light, which would be basically these groupings of mushrooms, are probably only giving off dim light. So a maximum of 20 feet or so out. As you look around there, you can hear the moanings and groanings of your familiar enemies in this area here. You don't necessarily see them right off the bat, but there is shuffling and shimmying as you look around from what you can see down in here. Let's see here. Just to give you an idea. Yeah, Zix, you should be able to see roughly like that much.
Oof.
Oh yeah, and
Oof.
Gorn.
That is, wow, that is, yeah.
Yeah, so there are massive groupings from what Gorn can see right off the bat. Just hordes of these skull blooms meandering around this cavern down here. Now, just to give you an idea, these groupings here of the mushrooms, they're not like legitimate dottings. I couldn't really build a mushroom house down here, so wherever you see these sections of mushrooms, these are technically supposed to be one house. So this right down here is one mushroom house. This one over here is another mushroom house, and so on. So you'll see a couple of these like outcroppings of mushrooms. Just think of that as the border of this house. That is a giant mushroom.
What is this, Smurfs?
Maybe? You got me. What would you like to do as you make your way in here and probably slow down your pursuit or your ventures into this section?
Yeah, I am going to warn them that I see over a dozen of these things. Just from our current position.
Maybe we should try and sneak, not fight?
I'm going to look down this alternate path here and see if there's a way around it. Can I scout ahead?
I thought this was the blocked one.
Yeah, this is a collapsed path. There's absolutely, from what you can see, Tarek's absolutely no way to make your way in or past this.
Okay, that was from that was the other branching path from the end of the last map, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That it caved in.
Well, we can either try to sneak past or fight past.
I don't have enough gadgets to fight past them. So I guess we're doing sneaky.
Ooh.
God damn it, I remember that I gave both of my infusions to the party members that aren't with us.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of slide down a little just to get a better view of things. Oh, this just gets better.
Oh, yeah.
I'm seeing well over 20 of these things.
Oh yeah. Easily.
Yeah, I see about 24 at the moment.
Initiate Pink Panther team.
Well, if you guys are going to start sneaking, then I'm going to need a stealth check from everyone.
I'm proposing this. Everyone else wants to sneak too?
I don't think fighting is the way, because we start fighting and this is gonna get overwhelming.
I remember something. Boy. This is gonna be fun.
Okay, Got a 22 and a 15.
I'm gonna have to
15's
roll
not
two
bad.
times because I have disadvantage thanks to my armor.
Oh, really? Okay. You all begin to start slowly making your way out into the open here. And luckily, with the dim light, keeping your distance from the skull blooms, they probably aren't going to notice you right off the bat. Even with Zix, with your score, initially you start to move in such a way that maybe your armor starts to make a noise, but with some help from Gorn and
It's
Terex,
squeaking.
yeah, you're able to stealthily move for the time being without being noticed. So you all feel pretty confident that these skull bloom in the area have not taken notice of you yet. Go ahead and start moving wherever you'd like to go.
So just as a heads up, I don't know exactly how far you guys can see on the map.
I think I have 30 feet dark vision.
Oh, I know
So
what's
we've
going
got
wrong
that
here.
group to our south and to the east. There's another group of 7 here. And then another group of 6 down here.
Oh, 60 feet.
That's better. Now you guys
Ooh,
have
it's
proper
got dark
range.
in here.
Yeah, I had to drop the light.
Oh, I see as though it's bright.
Yeah,
Or
let me
you have
fix
the
yours.
eyes.
Huh?
Don't you have the invocation that makes it darkness normal?
Yeah,
right?
I see as though it's bright light.
Yeah, I had to update your token, Gorn. Now that everything's in darkness here.
Can I suggest the hugging the wall strategy?
Yeah,
Is it
do you
too
have
late?
me down as dark vision?
Well, because you can see completely, you have that magical darkness, you should have normal vision to 120 feet.
Yeah, but it got dark in here.
Yeah, I did that on purpose so that because technically the illumination was showing sunlight everywhere, it should be dark now because you guys are in the caverns.
Right, but I see as though it's bright vision, as though it's bright.
Yeah, you should be. Because of that warlock feature you have, it shows everything 120 feet as bright light, right?
Yeah, but everything got dark
Okay.
on my screen.
Oh, try reloading, or click on your token, see what happens. Because I had to update your token.
All right, I'll try reloading. It's because it was bright and then everything just dimmed.
Right.
No, well, I mean, I can see everything, but it's still like darkened.
We can leave it like that.
All right,
I mean, I can work with it. It's not like, anything's blocking my vision.
let me try something here real quick here. Let's see here. Dim light. And it's supposed to be some kind of a bluish color. Okay. Eric, off to the right. Do you see that, like, glowing light area?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you're seeing everything as you should be, Eric.
Okay.
There we go. And Terex, yeah, you're seeing everything properly now, it looks like. Okay, so with that all situated, what would you guys like to do? Because each of these mushroom houses does look like you could potentially investigate them if you wanted to. But on top of that, off to the east is a set of 2 tunnels, and then you see another tunnel down to the southwest as you all begin to start moving around.
Well, now part of me wants to investigate the nearest mushroom house.
Unfortunately, they've all got swarms of freaking skull blossoms around them.
All right. Have you guys moved your maximum range for now?
I moved my 30.
Moved as far as I currently want to.
Yeah.
Okay, so 30 feet is going to be like your double movement while sneaking. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make some rolls to see what happens with these groups of skull blooms here.
Oh, no.
I was just about to say, looking at them, do they look like they're active, or are they almost like, quote-unquote, sleeping?
Oh, yeah, no, they are certainly active. They're milling about and whatnot.
Okay.
Okay, so this group here begins to move and shift off to the right a little bit, getting closer to this house. This next group here, that's kind of swarming this home over here. Let's see, what are they going to do? That makes sense. They kind of skirt through there. For whatever reason, they're kind of like shifting around towards and maybe moving down towards the tunnels over here. This group over here that is seen starts to move. Yeah, they begin to move south a little bit. And then this group over here, these guys, they're going to move. Oh,
no.
They suddenly start to shift towards you. But it's slow movement, and it doesn't seem like they've noticed you. They're just getting a little uncomfortably close at the moment. All right. What do you all want to do next? Your guys' turns. We're doing like a soft initiative here.
I
don't want to.
Yeah, while sneaking, you guys can move a maximum of 30 feet. What do you think, Gorn and Zix?
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for Gorn to make his move.
When those lights you put up around the houses, are those like actual, like, yeah, you said those are like actual dim lights?
Yeah. They're giving off like 10-ish feet or so of dim light. Now, it's not bright light, so you could still potentially stealth through there. It just would make...
It's harder.
Yeah, it would be a little harder to get through there. Any kind of noise, or if you were to end your turn there, would give advantage on perceptions. Okay, Gorn's moving up a little bit. All right, let's see what these skull blooms do next. We're starting with the top here.
They've kept my noisemaker to throw.
4. These ones begin to shift down towards you as if maybe they've heard something. All right. This group over here next. Again, they seem to be shifting into this tunnel here for some reason. All right, the next one, this southern group. Oh, they suddenly about face and start to shift towards, seemingly like towards you guys. And then this last group here. Dice rolls are amazing for this. Just increasing the tension. Oh, they suddenly turn about face and go back the way they came. Let's see here. I'm going to shift this one here.
I do have a question.
Sure, yeah.
Were these two here supposed to move with the other group?
Yeah, they are, but because this is technically a house, they're moving around the southern border and will be meeting up with the rest of the group.
Oh, okay.
All right. It's your guys' turns. Waiting on. Oh, okay. So Terex continues the lead with Gorn and Zix trailing behind, taking up the flank.
He's the hunter. He should know everything about this.
Say what that?
He's the hunter of the group. He should know everything.
Yeah.
About sneaking.
All right. Time to see where these groups are going. Back to the north group of Skull Blooms. Rolling that D8 for randomness. Oh, they head back up. For whatever reason, they've decided to shift and move back into the corner here. So they're moving away from you guys. And then this group that you are directly like to your northeast here, they're going to... Where are they going? Oh, they begin to head back up this way for some reason. Maybe they heard the other group shifting and are confused and caught off by that. All right. This group directly south of you, ever so dangerously close. 4. Again, they randomly just... They about face and all just start swarming back down into the corner. And then the group to your west is going to head to the west as well. So some of them kind of split off. Back him up a little bit. All right. So then, seemingly you have a free area here to move on. Where do you guys want to go next? All right. Terex is making a beeline for the two tunnels here to the east of this lost and abandoned village. And we'll do another round of Skull Blooms in the north here. Skull Blooms are moving as a group. Back into the corner again for some reason. Man, these Skull Blooms are dumb. Just, you get the occasional like... Yeah, you get the occasional like... Wah, 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 wah. crazy, weird zombie noises coming from them. The group just to your north, that about-faced, is going to move. Again, they seem to be trailing after the noises of the top group for some reason.
I mean, I'm sure we can beat at least one group, but do we really want to fight them?
That's
No.
Very good
No,
question.
we don't.
Once again, that group below you turns completely just about faces, like they're constantly moving in this back and forth manner for whatever reasoning, like protecting this one spot, oddly enough. It's really strange for them. And then the last group far to the west. Again, they head directly west as well.
The walls are alive.
Mm-hmm. All right. Lizard folk and reptilian folk, go ahead and make your moves. You have a choice of...
All right, at this point, I'm going to turn back to the group and be like, do we go north or south?
Just dragging.
I don't really see anything up either of note.
But let's head south first. My character will head south. Seems the most logical since the skull blooms keep wanting to block that other corridor.
Hmm.
I guess we technically could.
All right, I'm going to quickly just run through these skull blooms here and move them around again to see if anything shifts with them. Okay, and then the third group here is going to shift and move. Oh, they actually do change. And oddly enough, Zix and Gorn, as you no, they're not going to do. That's not going to happen. Never
Well,
mind.
we don't see them. They are out of our range because the vision cuts here.
Yeah. I was more or less going to say maybe you heard something, but they would know well enough not to let something like that happen. Okay. All right. For all intents and purposes, the soft initiative is over, and you guys can continue on your way as normal. Yeah, I will consider you all still stealthing for the for all intents purposes, but you don't have to worry about waiting on the skull bloom groups. So yeah, as you come into this southern area here, you find that whatever was going on in this section just was never finished, or maybe this was a mining section where ore was being extracted, but it doesn't look like anything too terribly important is down in this section here.
I think we might have another tunnel entrance right there.
Yeah, it's looking like it.
Okay. You guys hold still right as far as Terex for the moment while I get something set up.
Oh.
Let's see here.
Do we encounter a gnome?
Okay.
Why are you guys staying so far back? It's not like this place is full of skull blooms.
All right. Okay, let me see what I need to do here. Nope, that's what I'm looking for. There we go. All right, hold on a minute. A few more minutes here while I... Huh. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was going to say. How do I do that? That's what I was looking for. Okay, perfect. Okay, so as you guys begin to walk up to this northern area here, out in the dark of the cavern, giggling laughter barely conceals the rattle of delicate mechanisms. So you hear just like the hee hee yeah, hee, and it's coming from multiple different directions in front of you. One second, guys.
The gnomes.
Okay, I'm back. And yes, you hear the faint sounds of giggling coming from a bunch of different directions here, and maybe off towards the back here, some kind of whirring like Zix, you recognize this right off the bat. This is definitely the sounds of something mechanical in the background, but the giggling...
I'm gonna check for traps.
What's that?
I'm checking for traps right away, because God knows what that's the really gnome setup.
All right, go ahead and give me a roll for traps.
Perception.
Sure.
Or investigation.
You'd probably have to. I mean, if you're doing a general view from where you're standing, then definitely perception. But if you're going to move to an area and get a closer look, then I'll need investigation.
So, general perception, the engineer have advantage on ability checks made to actively search for secret doors or traps, and I think my proficiency in both thieves and tinker's tools is gonna help me find them, as well as maybe mason's tools to see inaccuracies in the stone. So I'm gonna add the D8. Perception is at advantage. Nice.
Yep. Okay. Everything looks clear.
I'm gonna add the D8 now, because
Okay.
I can't add. I must add it manually.
Oh yeah, right. Go ahead and add that in.
So 14.
14. Do you have any luck points? Do you want to add luck points in for this check?
I have 1 point, so let's make it around 15.
Okay. So with that, you notice, actually, yes, there is a trap in this area here, and it's centered basically right in the middle of this room, probably roughly about the size of 10 foot by 10 foot, a pit trap that has been covered with materials that blend in with the floor around it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go here. The risk to wait. and point to him the trap that has been obviously set up.
All right, the trap is noted, and I'll move around it.
Yeah, let me see if I can draw that. Yeah, so roughly about there is going to be the pit trap. That
It's not appearing on our screen. It might
I
be too
see,
dark.
yeah,
I'm not
because
sure.
it's darker.
I can see it.
I think it also would make sense for our characters to speak in Draconic for this moment. Because we basically all know Draconic. We don't know if they know, so it's better to speak the language that we aren't sure they know than to just say our plans out loud.
Sounds good.
So we warn them in Draconic and then pointed the trap out.
All right, so we're free to move again?
yeah, go right ahead.
This is the only trap, it seems.
All right. Why don't you hold there, Terex? Zix, where are you moving?
I was gonna follow him, but
Okay, go ahead.
Now he's
maybe
not so
here
sure.
for now. Yeah.
Well, I'm just seeing where you guys we're moving to. I just want everyone to get one move in.
Vern probably would have also seen where I was barking at the trap.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, as you're all happy with where you've moved around this trap here in the center?
Yeah.
Okay. As you begin to move around the trap, the giggling and the laughter stops, and you start to hear like a like as if they're talking, whatever these voices are talking to each other, and in their annoyance of you avoiding the trap, 4 creatures appear and begin to attack. I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh shit. Those are some ugly gnomes. Nice.
Come on. I need you to... There we go. Okay. All right. And that's for me. Rolling a whole bunch of d20s. Yeah. Got some high rolls there. So, for round 1 of combat here, 2 of my little demon-y creatures attack, followed by Zix, then Terex, then Gorn, then the other one. So basically it's going to be a I go, then you guys go.
Yeah.
All right, so let me real quick just review these silly little guys, because it's been a while. Jeez.
Technically, we could punt them into the trap.
Maybe. Movement. Oh, there it is. The movement. Okay, so I was going to say, this has been a little bit of a while. All right, so as you, Terex, as you come out and you get close, this one here, it was invisible, and then it shows its true form and just does this high-pitched squeal at you to try and scare you. I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please. It's in the chat bar. Or maybe it's... Did it go... Oh, wait. Reveal to everyone. There we go.
I really rolled some dice.
Say again? There we
I was
go.
going to say, you probably rolled some dice, so I didn't see anything.
Oh, 6.
Ah, it's a 6, and you are frightened for 1 minute. Let's see, can I give that to you? No. What is the... There we go. Okay, you are now officially frightened for 1 minute. And you can...
Something that actually popped up in my face, that's will be pretty scared.
Yeah. So it goes in and it screeches at you in this high-pitched squeal as it just suddenly out of nowhere shows itself and then starts to run off up into the corner here, away from you. Oh, forgot to begin combat. And then the next closet over here is going to... Let's see here. You're already scared, so this one's going to rush down right to about there, and then do the same to you, Zix, and out of nowhere just pops out and goes to scream at you and try to scare you.
Okay, so wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so you succeed with your saving throw.
No, I don't. I don't.
You don't.
I'm one short.
Let me see here.
Oh yeah, I get a luck point. Oh, I did already. Okay.
Yeah, I just gave it to you.
I'm gonna give myself one.
No, you passed.
It says 13.
No, I'm
I rolled
seeing
that well.
I have a different DC for it. Oh wait,
Oh.
yeah. Why is it? All right.
Yeah, it says DC 13 on the.
Huh.
That is really strange because I'm seeing DC 10 on my screen.
Hmm.
Let me see. Where is that wrong? Oh, wait, yeah. Why is it that there?
Technical difficulties. All
right. I've updated that to the 13. Okay, so yeah, you'll be frightened as well, and we'll go ahead and give you that luck point. And give you the frightened condition. And then it turns about face and goes back to where it was more or less standing and just giggles to itself. All right, Zix, you are up with Terex on deck, followed by Gorn.
I don't have...
So, just as a reminder for frightened,
Yeah.
creatures have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight, and the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
So, basically... I don't have my hand crossbow, so I can't shoot right now. Because we didn't take a long rest, we only took a 10-minute break for me to concoct the antidote. Because I can, as an action, turn my Shard of Creation. I'm gonna use my action to put away my shield, making my AC 16. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna take out my light crossbow.
Okay.
I'm just gonna...
Well, if you're worried about the whole action economy stuff, you could, in theory, drop your shield so that you could still draw the crossbow and fire if you wanted to.
No, because turning off is an action, isn't it?
No.
I can just drop the shield.
I don't see why not.
It's an action to...
It's free to drop anything in your hands. And since the shield is technically in your hands, I would consider it a free action to drop it.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue. If someone's gonna be spiteful in combat, then so be it.
Yeah. Dropping anything in your hand is a free action.
So
You just got to remember to pick it up at the end.
this
Yep.
closet is targeted, and I'm gonna use my light crossbow. I already have here. Here, I think. And now I'm gonna roll for attack with disadvantage because I'm attacking the one that scared me.
Yep.
Does 12 hit?
No, it does not, unfortunately.
Okay, so
Is that disadvantage too?
Yep.
Yeah. That was disadvantage. The other one was 18.
Yeah, an 8 and an 18. Okay, and you've got yourself a luck point for missing, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately that you missed, but you got the luck point. All right.
Yeah.
So that is Zix's turn, I believe. Anything else? Bonus actions or anything?
I don't have bonus actions yet.
Okay. All right. Up next is Terex, followed by Gorn on deck. Terex, you have been frightened.
All right, I'm going to draw my short sword and encounter the quasit closest to me.
Okay. All right, with a 2 and a 19, sadly an 8 is a miss, but that does give you another luck point. We're now up to 3.
Wait, don't we save from fear at the end of our turns?
Yeah, you can make a save at the end of your turn.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and make
Yeah.
your save, Zix. Forgot about that.
Oh, is it a disadvantage also? Because you see.
No, saving
Oh.
a throw is not an ability
20.
check.
All right, so
Very nice.
So. It was just shock value.
so Zix, you break free of your fear effect. Yours is good,
And Terex.
and Terex as well. Oh, come on! I just gave you 2 levels of fear by accident. Okay.
Damn those jump scares.
There we go. Okay. Any bonus actions for Terex, or is that it?
I didn't hit, so I don't get to use my mystic mark. So no, nothing else.
Okay. Gorn, you're up, followed
Um,
by the Quasits.
That's basically. If enough, three quasits on stage and one in the corner.
Oh, that's a big old hit right there. As Gorn lines up an Eldritch Blast on the far Quasit, hitting with a total of 19. Go ahead and roll that damage. Oh, maximum
Oh,
damage.
yeah.
Very
Very
nice.
Yeah.
All right, 14 points of Eldritch Blast to the creature in the far back corner. And it takes the hit, and you just see it jump. He's like, ah! It just starts presumably cursing at you in some strange demonic language of sorts. As it's not too happy about being hit. All right.
From my gamer intuition, something tells me it was Abyssal, but.
Let's see here. What language was it? Maybe it was.
So I was right on the money.
Yep. All right. So the next Quasit to go is yes. If you haven't figured it out, these are Quasits. Is the one that Terex attacked, and it's going to turn around and claw at you since it's in its true form.
I mean,
All right. So let's see here. Oh, I just wanted to attack. All right. Total of 18 is going to be a hit against you, Terex. As it slashes for, let's see here, 12 points of damage.
damn.
Okay. And the Constitution check. You pass the Constitution check, and you are not poisoned for 1 minute, which is good. Wait, hold on.
Yay!
Oh, wait, that was way too many D4s because it included the poison. All right, hold up. We got to revert some damage for you. The first D4 was a 1, so give yourself 6 hit points back because it rolled poison.
It also says DC 13 con save or poison.
Oh, it's got the wrong con save?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can fix that. Man, these things, what happened here with this?
Also, I knew they were quasits because it's written under their tokens.
Yeah.
Do I revert the HP or not?
Yeah, revert 6 hit points. Take that back because you shouldn't have been dealt poison damage. Okay, just got to fix these for the other ones too, real fast. And let's see here. Yeah, come on now. And we got that there. Fixing these. Whomever set up these closets did not do a very good job. And it wasn't me, surprisingly.
You just use the ones from the box that they came with.
Basically, yeah. They were not updated. Okay, so that's the closet's turn. It does get in a feisty little slash on you, and then continues to just kind of hang out there. It's going to like shimmy around you a little bit, Terex, as its turn ends, and we go to the last closet as we go to the end of round 2 here. This closet is going to go invisible for its action, and it's going to make some moves. Okay, that's the end of its turn, and we go to the top of round 2 for the 2 closets that had the fear effects go on. Let's see here. That closet's there. What is the intelligence of these guys? Intelligence 7, so they're not going to be pretty smart when it comes to this sort of stuff. Yeah, they're just probably going to go for the closest. So this one's going to rush over to Terex and go for the attack, not getting any kind of flanking bonus because the one closet moved, so there's no flank. But he is going to go for the claw attack on you. And that is going to be a miss, as the claw swipes just barely miss you on the backside, Terex. And that is the closet's turn. As it goes and slices and slashes at you, you probably move just out of the way, and you hear like a very angered closet noise.
You didn't count on my buns of steel.
Exactly. And the next closet goes in, like eyes in on Zix, and goes in for the move. And because they're small creatures, this is technically the same. I'm just going to move them down because that's the same box. Just enough to get to you. Oh yeah, more than enough to get to you. All right. And goes in for a claw attack as well. Wrong character sheet.
Right now. It couldn't change.
Ooh, that's going to come in with a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Goes in for the damage. Ooh, natural 20 on you.
Natural 20.
Nice. Natural 20 on the con save. Excellent. So you definitely don't take the poison from the attack. But the damage roll is going to be... Let's see here. Not the full amount here. You're only going to take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. So you take 6 points of slashing damage from this closet as you resist the poison effects. Now, Zix, you're up with Terex on deck.
Can I kick this closet into the trap?
Yeah, you could certainly give it a shot. I don't see why not.
Okay, so it's just an attack, yes?
Yeah, go for it. Yes. Roll like a strength.
I have rape. Yeah, I have rape ready. So, wait. I didn't have any strength weapon prepared, so. I'm just gonna roll athletics. I don't have proficiency in this, but from what I understand, that any unarmed weapon attacks are made with proficiency. Yes,
I believe they are. I don't see why they wouldn't be.
So
You just
you're always considered proficient with your fists.
To this roll.
Okay. Ooh. How many luck points do you have? You want to add any luck points?
That's what's gonna hit even if I did use luck points.
Okay, so unfortunately that is another miss for you, Terex or Zix, but you do get a third luck point, so you're up to 3 now, which means anyone with 3 luck points can basically get advantage on the dice roll and add in a second die roll if need be. Zix, what would you like to? Anything else you'd like to do? Or are you all good?
I got nothing, man.
All right.
Literally. I mean, I could just go somewhere else, but like here. But no, I'm just gonna stay.
All right. Terex, you're up.
I'll just
Gorn
stay
on
off.
deck.
Well, I think I'm going to do that and use my 3 luck points to get advantage on this attack.
Okay. Well, you can roll first, and then if you need to, you can roll a second time. So roll first, just to see if you hit or not, because you can't really do crit hunting with it. Okay, so the 13 turning into a 19 does hit your Quasit target. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, and that was to that one there. Okay, takes the 8 points of damage. All right, so you're going to mark it as well. And that gives you an extra D4 of your piercing damage. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. It's got it marked. So another 1 point of damage. Oop, what did I do here? There we go. All right. Anything else from Terex? Do you have a second
Nope,
short
that'll be
sword?
my turn.
I was going to say, do you have a second short sword?
I do, but I don't want to use it right yet.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
wait, yeah, I'll just draw
I mean,
it.
it's
then.
a free bonus action.
Yeah. You just don't add in
Yeah,
your...
I'll draw it.
All right, so you draw it, go in for a second attack for your bonus action. You just don't add your strength or dex modifier to the damage. That's it.
I thought Mystic Mark was a bonus action.
Oh, wait. Yeah, maybe it is. Let's see here.
Yeah, it is.
You can mystically mark it as
That's
your
why I
favorite
was forgetting
quarry.
about the second attack.
Does it say bonus action? Because I'm just seeing special. It's like part of the attack, it seems. Let's double check.
Yeah,
here.
I'm not seeing it.
I don't see bonus action in the description anywhere.
Nope.
All right, so
All
yeah,
right,
that's
well, I'll get a second attack.
yeah. Go for it.
I'm just going to roll a d20 and d6 because I don't get the strength bonus.
Well, you get the bonus on the 2 hit. You just don't get it for the damage.
Yeah.
All right, yes, and your second attack as you draw out your short sword does hit with a 15. So go ahead and roll a straight d6 for 5. Excellent.
And the Mystic Mark. Yeah.
All right. Ooh, yeah, an extra mark damage. So a total of 9 more points of damage. And the Quasit, as you go in for a double slice, is suddenly bloodied. As it looks down, it goes, oh!
Oh, damn. They're more tacky than I thought.
Yeah, they got some hit points to them, surprisingly. All right, Gordon,
All right,
you're
that'll
up.
be my turn.
There more reason to punt them into the draft.
All right. Just so you're aware, because of where the wall is here, Gorn, that one's going to get like partial cover. So the AC is going to go up just a little bit on it.
Yeah, that'll be alright, I think.
Has the luck for it.
All right, real quick. Give it half cover. Okay. Okay, Gorn. You have a 12. Do you want to modify that to hit with luck points, or use a secondary D20 roll?
Hero.
I'm gonna take the advantage roll.
All right, so go ahead and wipe your 3 luck points out and give me a second d20. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
So, how do you envision this with the luck system in play? Like, how do you envision this secondary attack? Like, it's not really a secondary attack. It's more like a twitch, like in the muscles or something, to get this hit to land. Like, how do you envision this working?
Well, with the bit of shucking and jiving between Terex and the Quasit, having a hard time getting an accurate shot.
Okay.
So as I start to release the spell, I end up sneezing.
Nice. Yes, and with that sneeze, it throws you just enough to avoid hitting Terex, but hitting the Quasit for 7 points of force damage. All right. And that would put it into what I consider a critical state of hit points. So it is definitely looking worse for wear.
They are chunky, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
And that is my turn.
All right. Gorn's turn's over. Now we have the Quasits. And the next Quasit up is the one that has been facing off with Terex. And he's going to just continue the attack and go in for another claw strike. And that is going to be a hit with a 17, it looks like. Okay, and you successfully ward off the poisons. And, yeah, nothing about it, you being immune to it for that time, so we're going to go ahead and roll damage. And you only take 8 points of piercing damage.
Only.
Only, yes. As you as it goes in, you slice it a couple times, and it's like, oh, and it goes and slashes you. You go, ha, yes, ah, and then the other one just kind of laughs behind you. All right, so that is the end of that one's turn, and then we have the last Quasit for this round. Goes in and moves. And out of the darkness and invisibility, Gorn, a Quasit surprises you and goes in for the attack at advantage. Let's see here. Come on. What are you doing? Oh, there we go. All right.
There's advantage.
Oh, that was almost a 20.
Yeah.
It went from a 20 to a 14. And the Quasit hits you for a 23. You resist the poison with a total of 16, but it does go in for the damage. And it gets, let's see here, 9 points of piercing damage on you, Gorn. As it gleefully laughs and slices into you.
I have officially been struck for the first time this campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget you have a good berry.
You've been struck by a smooth criminal.
Seeing this, the Quasit on Terex gets, like, at the top of round 3, the Quasit that was semi-flanking Terex sees Gorn being attacked and is confused and delighted and decides to go chasing in to attack Gorn. Terex, you're getting an attack of opportunity. Okay, 17 to a 23 does hit the Quasit. Go ahead and roll damage. And because of how like quickly it moved away from you, you probably didn't get enough to get in there and hit it. But you with a full strike, but you still hit it nonetheless. And it comes in for the attack on Gorn. Okay. Let's see here. Ooh. And as it rushes in, probably being hit by Terex, it throws it off balance and totally misses with the claw strike attack on you, Gorn. That is that Quasit's turn. And then the next Quasit for this round is going to kind of basically, well, you know, it's got a 7 intelligence. It's not going to move. It's going to do what it was doing. Never mind. And we'll go in for a claw attack again. Okay. Ooh, that was almost a 19. Yes, that is a miss with a total of 9. The Quasit does not hit you, Zix. And you are up with Terex on deck.
Try to punt him again.
All right, go for that punt.
Gnome punting.
These are the weirdest gnomes you've ever seen. But you're pretty sure they are
I mean,
gnomes.
these are probably the first gnome I've ever seen. Yeah, just.
I've never met a gnome I didn't like. As a matter of fact, I never met a gnome.
Ah, there it is. Okay, so the 20 is correct.
Punt.
The +1.
+2.
Okay, so that should
I
be.
didn't add my proficiency to that.
Oh, right. So, all right, so that's a 22 for sure. Yeah, easily. Let's see here. That would be.
It's 2 points of bludgeoning.
Yep, gets hit for 2 points of bludgeoning damage and is thrown back into the pit. Falls and crashes down, falling 10 feet down below. So we're going to go ahead and roll. I mean, I really like Pathfinder's version better for fall damage, but 1d6 it is. Maximum fall damage of 6 more points of bludgeoning damage as the
And
Quasit falls into the pit, and you just hear a ah.
I wonder if I
if
did
it
that on my
doesn't
turn, if
have
Mystic
any
Mark would
climbing
work.
speed, it's stuck.
What's that, 6?
If it doesn't have climbing speed, it's stuck.
Potentially, yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna ready my aim for the one next to Gorn
Okay.
because I used my action. So
yeah.
on the next turn, I will.
Okay. Terex, what was that about the Mystic Mark?
Oh, no, never mind. I answered my own question when I read up on it. I can't trigger the fall damage to use Mystic Mark.
Oh, okay. All right, Terex, speaking of which, you are up with Gorn on deck.
All right, well, let's try to finish off this one quad.
Yeah, go for it.
Stab the guy.
Okay, a total
Nice.
21 does hit the Quasit. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, so we're looking at 8 plus an additional 4 for 12 points of damage. And that is enough to kill the Quasit. He is dead.
I'm going to transfer my Mystic Mark over to the closest quasit.
I don't think you can. Can you transfer the Mystic Mark? I'm not entirely sure.
As long as it's active, yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was the favorite foe from D&D.
Let's see here. The creature remains marked for 1 minute until you use this feature to mark a different creature or until you become incapacitated.
So, from what I read, you just basically use the feature again.
Right, so the question is, does that use another charge or is it moving it? Because it doesn't really specify.
I think he has to hit that creature first, then... Because it's... If you use it again...
No, I don't think I can transfer it. Never mind.
Yeah, that's what that's what I'm thinking, unfortunately.
All right, well, I'll just take a 5-foot step forward or over and flank this one quasit.
Yes, go ahead and get that flank bonus. Advantage! Roll again, because you have advantage.
Right.
Ah, that's better. 23 with the flanking bonus does hit this other quasit. For, let's see here. Just the D6, right?
D4.
And yeah, just the D6. Sorry, I meant added the D4 by error.
No worries. All right, an extra 4 points of slashing damage as you come over and jig it with your short sword. All right, Gorn, you're up. All right, so I believe this is going to be a disadvantage because you're blasting at melee range.
Yeah, but he has.
Oh,
can
right,
have
it'll be
an-
regular because of... Right,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, regular attack it is. Just look like a shotgun blast with the spell effects.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't
unfortunately...
believe 12 going to
it's
hit.
accurate as one.
Yeah, that 12 is not going to hit, but that does get you a luck point. So you are awarded
2.
1 luck point. I got to see if I can get some way to
I
do
get
like
2.
particle effects or something. Oh, right, 2 because you're lucky. I forgot about that.
Now the great question: do quests have climbing speed?
Do they have a climbing speed? Well,
Do they fly?
do they fly? That's another good question. Let's see here.
I don't know if they have wings or not.
I don't think so.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, so Gorn, your turn is done. We skip over the dead Quasit, and at the bottom of the round, we have the Quasit that is flanking you to the south. But it looks around, sees the other Quasit there, and then sees Zix without a Quasit buddy, and goes to leave. So you can go ahead and get an attack of opportunity as well, as this Quasit is rushing after Zix.
Pound him! Pound him!
Now, I believe unless you have a staff or something equipped, it'll just be
Or
a
a knife.
an unarmed punch thing. Yeah. Let's see here. What do you have in your gear? No,
Oh, what's that?
the last Quasit here that's to your south, Gorn, is rushing away from you, giving you an attack of opportunity. Presumably, you have your dagger equipped.
Nope.
Okay.
Pound him!
I have
pound
natural
him.
weapon.
Oh, right. Yeah. You got
I'm biting his ass.
yeah, go for the bite. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Just shift your target.
I think this is the first time I'm doing it, so it'd be the one down there.
Yep. Ooh, that's a miss. Unfortunately, with an 11.
It's okay, because that's 2 more luck points.
Yes, you are up to 4 of your total 5 maximum. Make sure you use them luck points. All right. And the Quasit goes and runs over to attack Zix. And goes in for the bite attack. Or a claw attack, I should say. And that's going to be a 17 base, total of 23 to hit, which does hit. And, oh, good. A 19 base, total 24, resists the poison. And we go in for a
At this
damage.
time.
Okay, so that's going to be a total of 6 piercing damage. You guys have been really lucky with that poison damage.
Oh.
All right. That's the end of round 3 here.
And beginning and the Quasit in the pit.
If anyone can get close enough, I've got a couple minor healing potions in my bag.
Okay, so we are now at the top of round 4 here, and the Quasit that is up is going to take a look around. Yeah, and doesn't really care because it is a Quasit, and decides, what are we going to do here? Option A or option B? So we're just going to go ahead and roll a 1d2. 1 is Gorn, 2 is Terex. All right, so it turns around and goes to attack Terex.
Spanger, you stabbed it in the butt.
Yep, and it totally misses because of the confusion. All right, that is that Quasit's turn. Now for the one in the pit. The one in the pit, you don't see anything normally. You don't normally see something crawl out. What you end up seeing crawl out is something of like a centipede or so. Like a centipede comes climbing out of the pit here. Zix. So, just for the sake of things, I'm going to say right about... I don't know if you can see my drawings or not. I'm going to put a C here for the centipede.
Not right now.
We'll say right about there. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yeah, now I see.
Okay, so that's where the centipede is that came crawling out of that pit. All right, and that's the end of that round. Zix, you're up with Terex on deck.
Punt.
More quote-unquote gnome punting.
Yeah.
All right, go for the punt.
I mean, it worked. Possibly. It got rid of the one. Okay. Remember, the efficiency in that. So this would be 15.
15 total versus that just hits. So you just connect with this quasit and send it punting. So it's going to take what, like 2 points of damage from your.
Yeah, because I have +1.
Okay, and then gets punted in, and it takes some falling damage, and takes 1 more point of damage from falling.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go here for now and ready my shot for the last. Was it that up?
Okay. All right, Terex, you're up.
I shot that I got 2 of them in the pit.
Terex, you're up with Gord on deck as Zix's turn comes to an end.
You're just gonna attack the Quasit again.
Go for it. All right, we got with your advantage for flanking, you have a 17 to hit, which does connect with the Quasit. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, max damage on the Quasit. Still alive, but it is in a bloodied state.
Offhand attack.
Yep. Go ahead and give me another roll, because you still have advantage. Ooh, okay. So, you have a 13. Do you want to use any of your luck points for that roll?
Yeah, I'll use 2.
Okay, so go ahead and subtract 2, which will indicate a hit. Alright, go ahead and roll damage. Straight roll.
I don't know why I added the D4, sorry.
It's alright. Another 4 points of damage.
4, yeah.
Okay, and this one is definitely looking mighty beat up as it's being slashed and poked and whatnot. Okay, Gorn, you are up with the Quasits on deck. Ooh, that is a miss, but you have a bunch of luck points. What do you want to do, Gorn?
I'm going to spend 3 of them.
All right.
Rerolling his.
Let's see what that second roll is. Ooh, unfortunately, that is...
Exact same damn thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is another miss, but that does give you 2 more luck points back. All right. That is the end of Gorn's turn, unless you want a bonus action or move or anything.
No, I have no bonus actions.
Okay. So then that is that turn. Zix, as Gorn and Terex are working on that Quasit, you see yet another centipede come crawling out of the pit, as you were expecting maybe a Quasit. All right, so you have another centipede rightfully about there. Okay.
Just bugs.
Just a bunch of bugs. Up next is the Quasit in the middle, and he's got a choice again. Rolling 1d2. It's going to keep on Terex, because Terex is doing the most damage. Okay. Let's see here. Going in for the claw attack. And that's going to be an 8 for a total of 14, which misses Terex's AC. And that is that Quasit's turn. Okay, up next is the other Quasit, who is presumably still in the pit. Where am I doing here? Okay. So let's see here. Right about there. I need to make some rulers stuff. Let's see what's going on here. Oh yeah, okay. So the centipede comes charging at you, Zix. And just so I don't have to reuse or make any changes or anything here, I'm just going to have this come over, and the centipede comes in for a bite. Big old bite on you, because it's in centipede bug form.
Okay.
And it goes in for a slam attack. Okay, let's see here. Yeah. Oh, and that is a critical miss against Terex, because I forgot to switch the targets. But yeah, with a 0, that is going to be a hard miss against you, Zix, as this giant centipede comes in and chases after you. All right, Zix, you are up with Terex on deck.
So I had ready a crossbow, but seeing as a centipede is now in my vicinity, I'm gonna hold it one-handed in the other hand, my rapier, and I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
Why does a rapier have a versatile? Anyway,
That is a...
I'm gonna re-roll that.
All right. Spending 3 points for a reroll.
Yeah.
Oh, unfortunately, that is going to be a miss as well, as it does not connect with this centipede that is attacking you.
You get 1 point back.
Yep. So go ahead and put yourself to 1 for your luck points.
Okay.
Terex, you're up.
All right, hopefully I can finish off this guy.
Yes, please do. Oh, yeah. Yeah, with a total 21 on your first short sword attack, that is definitely a hit.
I was going to say, you still have advantage for flanking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, roll a second d20 just to see if you get a crit.
Crit check.
Oh, close. Okay. All right, so that's going to be a total of 6 points for the first hit. All right, and then your second hit, go ahead and roll at advantage. And it does connect with a 23 for an additional 3 points of damage. And that is the end of that Quasit as well. As it just dies, it's just like... You know, like the scene from Buffy, where the actor that plays Pee Wee Herman is like stabbed fatally. Just does this big dramatic death scene as it dies.
The only thing I know from the show is that there was a vampire that said, "No weapon man-made can hurt me," and then Buffy with the rock launcher.
Yep.
It's been 300 years. Are you sure about that?
Exactly. All right, so that is...
My turn is done.
Yep, that's the end of Turk's turn. Gorn, you are up with the Quasits on deck.
Do you have pack tactics?
Pack tactics wouldn't help me anyway.
Advantage.
'Cause, if I was within 5 feet of an ally, yeah.
No, the allies
No,
within 5
the
feet.
enemy is within 5 feet of the ally.
Do you have... No, you're a Slayer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so go ahead and make that attack. Ooh, yeah, that's a big old 18 hit on that for a total of 24. Go ahead and roll your damage out for a total of 7. Okay. And the Quasit gets hit with some Eldritch Blast.
Centipede.
Oh, yeah, the centipede. My bad. Nope, what am I doing here? I want to erase. Wait, come on now. Yeah, all right, one more time. There, that's how you do it. Okay, perfect. Sitting over here just making doodles and whatnot. All right, so that's the end of Gorn's turn. Okay.
Yeah.
This Quasit, as it goes and checks out some stuff, it looks around and it sees the corpses of its buddies and it sees what's going on here. And it just looks at both of you, Terex and Zix, and it just waves and goes, bye-bye, and it goes invisible. And fucks off.
Can it go invisible in beast form?
It's part of their actions. Oh, wait,
Okay.
no, you're right. You're right. It can't. So, yeah, it will go, as its action, it will change from beast form back into Quasit form. So it turns into its Quasit form as its action and does nothing, but it still gives you the finger.
I should have punched you harder.
Top of round 6 here, the other centipede basically does the same. It turns back into its Quasit form for this round.
Yeah, so
All right, so that one is up here now. All right, Zix, you're up with Terex on deck.
there is one centipede here. Yes, just you erase the token.
Oh no, he's turned back into the Quasit, so it's a Quasit form
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll rapier. Just
Yeah, I forgot to
Yeah.
uninvisible him.
yeah, I have advantage because Terex is next to me and
Ooh, 13 is a miss at the moment. Using any luck, or are you staying with the miss?
I think that they have 15 AC, so giving it to the attack will do nothing for me right now. So I'm gonna stay with the miss.
Okay.
Yeah, no, none of us have actually rolled a 14 to hit yet.
Yeah.
True. All right, so that is 1 point of luck to you, and yeah, that's a point to you. And Terex, you're up with Gorn on deck. You're at advantage, so go ahead.
Remember advantage.
Yep.
Because fucking technically.
Okay. Terex, luck points. You're at a 13.
Do you wanna
Yeah,
test
but I
this
only
thing?
have one luck point. I think I'll just take the luck point.
Okay. All right, so that's 2 misses. Go ahead with your
Bonus action here.
Yep. Oh man, that rolled.
That is-
That's a hit. Okay. Excellent for 4
Nice.
points of damage. All right, and then that's Terex's turn. Gorn, you're up with the Quasits on deck. Oh yeah, 15 to a 21 total to hit. That is definitely a hit on the Quasit. For 10 points of force damage. Very nice. Alright, and that one is looking pretty rough. Alright, I believe that's the end of Gorn's turn. We now have...
That is the end of Gorn's turn.
Yep. Alright, we now have the Quasit's turns. This Quasit goes and invisibles itself and disappears. Just kind of... whatever. It's gone. As far as you're aware. That's turn. Top of round 7 is the last Quasit up. And you know what? Just for the fun of it, it's going to go for an attack. Let's see here. Who is it going to attack? Roll 1d2. And it's turning to attack Terex. All right, so I have a
I never
doom.
win these coin tosses.
What's that?
I never win these coin tosses.
I see that. So I've got a doom point, and I haven't used it yet for this encounter.
Oh, no.
I'm going to use
Oh,
it to see what happens. So this is giving the Quasit advantage on the attack. And yeah, he's going to target Terex, and he's just with this unbridled fury goes in for the attack. I want get advantage. Oh, Jesus. Of course. All right, Terex. You
Well,
avoid.
you made the poison save at least.
You avoided the poison,
Because of course.
I don't die outright.
but it is a critical hit.
You die.
So you're going to take a total of 8 points of piercing damage from the attack. But you're still standing.
Holy shit.
And then, out of pure stupidity and annoyance, the Quasit screams at you as it leaps in and lunges and just gets this nasty bite on you and then starts to run away. Both
I
of you,
think I've seen this somewhere before.
go ahead and both of you take attacks of opportunity, please.
Yeah, I still have my advantage because pack tactics.
Yes.
And that's it.
Okay, so we got a bunch of rapiers and slashes coming in.
Why is this at D6 still? D8.
Okay.
Okay. So it's 5 points of piercing damage from my rapier.
5 from you and 6 from Terex, I think?
Yeah.
Okay. And that is more than enough to finish off this Quasit as you both skewer it, piercing it at the same time, killing this final Quasit. And you all probably stand around for a moment or two, waiting to hear if you see or hear anything from the other Quasit that disappeared. But you wait 30, 60 seconds, a couple minutes go by, and nothing happens. You don't hear any giggling, you don't hear any more movement. Combat is over. In the meantime,
Ow.
go ahead. Oh, ow.
I was just saying ow.
Yeah. Definitely ow.
I'm gonna have Terex's good buddy. Well, this is the last of health supplies I have. And then I'm gonna go get my shield.
Okay. Shield is reclaimed.
I'm gonna...
May we have a short rest?
I think that's a splendid idea.
Yeah, you guys can definitely take a short rest. Alright, so for the short rest, obviously you guys are going to be rolling some hit dice to heal. So go ahead and roll those one at a time. And add in your constitution modifiers, whatever they may be.
We just hit the short rest icon on the character sheet?
Yeah, I believe so. Let's see here. Where is that hiding? The short rest. Oh, it's up at the top. That's
So, yeah.
Okay, so... I'm gonna roll another one. Great!
Alright, so that's, 11 back for Zix. And it looks like Terex, you rolled both of yours for a total of 21. Alright. Oh, did that actually report the totals?
No.
Yeah, because I finished out the rest.
Oh, interesting. Cool. That's a neat little system.
If you click rest at the end, it'll report the results.
Neat. Yes, an hour passes in the day.
Yep. So that's...
Because...
Oh, yeah, I gotta...
Hit rest.
Yep, hit rest. Just don't select a new day.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. New day has a checkbox next to it.
Cool, I like that little feature. That's neat.
Do either of you have any sort of healing pots?
Nope.
Yeah, I do.
I closed out
Okay.
earlier, so
I'm gonna give one of
I
mine
was holding out for a
to
short
Zix.
rest, though.
All right, so Gorn's giving one to Zix, and what did you say, Terex?
Oh, I was just holding out for a short rest before I bothered using any healing.
Right.
I think I'm gonna use the healing potion right now as an action.
Okay.
So that's max health, yes?
Yes, because you guys are out of combat, you guys get the full effect of the health potions, as per my homebrew / like, I think it's Dungeon Dudes from YouTube.
Yeah. So it's minor healing potion, so it's 5 hit points. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Oh, in the time it took, I also created myself new shard of creation,
Okay.
but I didn't transform it yet.
All right.
But
Okay.
I might need something.
Well, with your short rests finished and all of your consumables used, you hear the mechanical whirring noises once again coming from up above here. Now, what I may not have mentioned was in this general area through here, this is a lot of fallen rubble, like big stones and whatnot. But it does appear that towards the top of that area, there are cracks and crevices that seem like you could probably clear out some stones to check whatever might be going on behind the stones here, because you are hearing this mechanical whirring noise. It's not consistent, so it sounds, whatever is behind there doesn't sound like it's, you know, a simple tick 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 noise or there's something to it that is behind the stones.
It.
Say again?
Something controls it. I'm gonna go ahead and try to investigate with shield and rapier in hand.
Okay.
Yes. I'm investigating.
All right. Go ahead and give me an investigation roll, please.
I don't know if I can add the D8 to that. Maybe inconsistency in the stone with mason stones, something.
Sure, I'm sure. Yeah, you can with everything that you've got going on. Go ahead and add the D8 from your mechanist abilities there.
It's probably not a trap, so I don't roll with advantage.
Yeah, no, it's not a trap.
So a D8. Nice. You know what? 15 again. Because why the frick not?
using some of your luck points.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you're pretty certain that towards the top of this stones and whatnot, with some work and a little bit of time, you're sure you guys could clear out enough space to clear the debris and figure out and find whatever is behind this stone wall here that's going on. So much so that as you're looking at it, Zix, you're getting your
Probably gonna
monocles.
take a week's time.
Yeah, it's like these monocles, and you're like, oof, it's gonna be about 2 weeks. This is where we're gonna end tonight, folks, as we will join back up in 2 weeks to play again. All right, guys.
All right, sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I wonder how the others will find us.
Oh, that'll be fun for the other ones to join in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a thing.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining, and yeah, we will see you all in 2 weeks here, and hopefully with more players. I'm sure we'll have the other ones
Yeah.
here and there, and
I'm
we
just gonna
might.
say that, as we agreed, if the mechanist finally comes out as the 1 to 20 levels, I'm gonna be changing to that rule sets.
Yeah. We're just waiting on Kobold Press to release more information. They teased like a little bit about it, but that was it. It was just like, oh, here's the progression chart. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it seems somewhat different from what it was originally.
Yeah.
So
Some things have
at
changed.
least I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get an extra attack, guys.
Well, everyone, thanks so much, and we will catch you all next time. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Tales of the Valiant with the Everside Questers Bravo team. If you like what you've seen, go ahead and drop a like, throw a comment in the comment section, and subscribe to see more crazy antics and other adventures for the group here. If you want to see more campaign antics and silliness from my group and our campaigns in any TTRPG that we offer here on the channel, go ahead and click on one of these links here and enjoy yourselves. Until then, we'll see you next time.